Have you ever wondered why supremacy needed to rewrite Eve's story? Why it demonized the serpent, controlled women's bodies, and erased ancestral wisdom? I've come to find that it's because the serpent, your Kundalini energy, your womb, your bloodline fire, all of that is power. It's the power they don't have. They can't steal it, they can't understand it, and they can't contain it. This is the type of power that terrifies any system that's built on control. Welcome back to season 4 of the U R Immeasurable podcast. I'm your host, Tonesha Hyde, holistic business manager and alchemist, dragonfire energy healer, and revealer of the ancient truths. This space is where shadow work meets the dark feminine, where goddess power awakens in your bones, and where divine alignment becomes not just a way of life, but also how we do business. Together, we'll reclaim our fire, embody our sovereignty, and rise into the immeasurable truth of who we really are. So every Wednesday, a new episode will drop, and there will be bonus sparks of inspiration and special series throughout the season. So go ahead and grab your tea, your coffee, or your glass of wine, and let's journey together, because your power was never meant to be measured. It was meant to be remembered. So let's start here. The serpent has always been a symbol of wisdom, of transformation, and of awakening. We spoke before about how across Asia, India, Africa, Mesoamerica, you will find serpent or dragon energy tied into rebirth and divine power. Kundalini, which is the serpent rising, this is life force energy. It's your divine current. When it awakens, it uncoils throughout your body, igniting truth, dismantling illusion, and burning away anything that doesn't serve you. And can you tell me what system that's built on control, domination, and hierarchy would want people waking up to their own power or fire? I'll answer that for you. None. So that is why the serpent became demonized. That's why it was twisted and made evil. And we were told to accept it and just stay asleep. And then there's the womb. The womb is not just about reproduction. The womb is a portal. It's the threshold between the natural and the spiritual, the seen and the unseen. The womb is an altar, a gateway. It's a cosmic bridge. And because of that little piece of knowledge, supremacy has always tried to control it through laws, through dogma, through shame, through the ownership of women's bodies. Because think about it. If women remembered that their wombs are sacred portals, that they're untouchable and sovereign, then shit, the entire system will collapse. You can't control someone who knows that they carry the freaking gateway to spirit inside of them. And this is the fear that is at the root, that is the foundation of supremacy, because it can't contain it, because serpent power, womb sovereignty, and ancestral wisdom, all of these are unstoppable. These are the kinds of power that you can't colonize. You can't legislate, and you can't just rewrite it into submission. And when us as women remember it, when we return to ourselves, that is when the world shifts. And understand that it's not just women. Look at what happens when you find men who are in touch with their divine feminine, men who awaken their kundalini, men who refuse to bow or exhibit or subscribe to toxic masculinity, the real version, not the bullshit version. What happens to them? They're ridiculed, they're ostracized, they're labeled as weak or soft or undesirable, because the system only knows how to value domination, not divine balance. A man who honors his feminine is a threat to the patriarchy, just like any woman who claims and taps into and awakens her serpent fire is seen as a threat. These are the reasons that supremacy or patriarchy had to demonize serpent wisdom and do everything they could or can to control the womb. It knows that if humanity fully embodied its fire, then the lives would fall apart overnight. So this is what I want you to know. The serpent was never the enemy. It was the teacher. The womb was never dirty. It was an altar or the altar. The ancestors have never left us. They are the fire in our bones. And you, my love, were never the villain. You are the embodiment of the power that supremacy fears. And the moment that you remember that and you stop playing small in a system that was never designed for you to thrive, that is when you become immeasurable. And I want you to know that this is exactly what we're reclaiming during my upcoming workshop entitled Eve, the Serpent, and the Wound of Supremacy. We're not whispering about this anymore. Baby, we are gathering in the fire. We are remembering together. And if this information, this initiation, if this has that fire in your bones burning right now, if something is stirring in your womb and you feel the uncoiling, the unwrapping of the serpent energy, the Kundalini moving through you, then my love, this is your invitation. You can register via the link in the show notes or in the comments below. Come join us. Come add your fire, your flame, because supremacy fears the serpent, and we are embracing and allowing the serpent to rise in us. So until next time, cheers to your transformation. Thank you for joining me for another episode of the U R Immeasurable podcast. My prayer is that something in today's conversation sparked a remembering or a shift and maybe a softening in your soul. If you love this episode, please share it with someone who also needs this medicine, and make sure you're following the show so that you never miss a new activation. Also, come connect with me on Instagram, Facebook, or even TikTok. My handle on all social media platforms is @Agitator Hyde. Also, I want you to know that my DMs are always open if you want to go deeper, if you have questions, or you just want to share what listening to the podcast has unfolded for you. Beyond anything, I want you to remember that your power, your path, and your purpose are already within you. You are not broken. You're blossoming. You are becoming, and you are immeasurable. So until next time, be well, stay bold, and always stay true to the divine within you.